the seagull. A staple of the Cornish seaside, with over 50 species, the most common in the UK is Larus argentatus, or the herring gull. They typically have a wingspan of 130 to 150 centimetres and have an average lifespan of 12 years. They are scavengers by nature, able to adapt to most environments and food sources, and their extended lifespan means they learn where the best places are to nest and find food. They've also been seen using a variety of strategies to get food, including dropping shellfish on rocks to break them open, or using bread to lure fish to the surface. As omnivorous birds, they will eat offal, seeds, fruit, fish, insects, eggs, ice creams, fish and chips, pasties, young birds, carrion, and small animals.
The baby seagulls swooped down and pinched my mate's hand, and as two other adult seagulls also came in at the same time.
A flock of seagulls come up, each taking swoops at me, just trying to get a hold of my sandwich. I mean, one literally went almost into my head, which was terrifying.
I had one shit on my head once.
Yeah, it was a weird experience. They swarmed and hit her head at one point, I'm pretty sure. Like, one of the big ones came behind and hit her head.
Guy goes in, buys himself a sandwich, comes back out of the camper shop, goes to take a bite of the sandwich. There's a seagull on the roof of the camper shop, swoops down, grabs the sandwich.
Oh, I had one that tried to eat the cables on the back of my old wheelchair, and then I accidentally reversed on it. I made a horrible squelchy noise.
Guy just calmly walks back in, goes to grab another sandwich, walks back out, opens it up, goes again, same thing happens again.
I could feel like the warmth of the chip in my two fingers, and all of a sudden my fingers just go cold, and I don't know why. I look at my fingers, the chip's gone. I'm like, where's it gone? I look up, there's just a bloody seagull flying off of it in its beak. And I was really young, so I'm pretty sure I cried. It was very sad, because I lost my chip.
Goes in for the third time, comes out, seagull tries again, but this time the guy grabs the seagull, chucks it on the floor, pulls out a compass, starts fucking going at the seagull, stabbing the seagull to death, allegedly.
There was a man and a woman in a seagull costume, and they were the creepiest thing ever. Like, they would...
Hate is a strong word. It's a strong word.
I think they get a bit overhated, but I'm not the biggest fan of them either.
I strongly dislike them. With a passion.
So I would say yes, I do hate seagulls.
Both.
Beautiful sunny day, and there's always seagulls flying around, but there was this one seagull. Luckily, I was under an umbrella, but this seagull was brave and bold. The seagull kept flying down, and it took somebody's fish, or piece of fish. Came down again. It might have been the same one, I think it was, and it took somebody's piece of chicken. This is throughout the course of the meal. It came down and it took somebody's chihuahua. It made me realise that seagulls are actually horrible. They're monsters.
And yeah, just generally they're one of my favourite birds, to be honest. Over the course of a year, we probably work with between 300 and 500 gulls of various types. The general basis of our work at the hospital is we admit injured, orphaned, sick birds, and we do still get a few coming in that people have either kicked at or swung at because they've had some food stolen. There's been a couple of cases where other people have witnessed others driving deliberately at a gull that's in the road. It started off really with the amount of overfishing being done in the seas, in the areas. Luckily, that's sort of now being monitored, so it's not quite as bad. But also just that a lot of homes were built on their habitats, so where they would be nesting on the cliffs or in that surrounding area. There's been houses built, there's been sort of their areas created, so there's less area for them to scavenge away from people. It's a lot more crowded, so gulls are forced to sort of live amongst us, really. They don't have much opportunity to get away from us apart from when they're at sea, because although we see an awful lot of them down in Cornwall, actually overall in the UK there's been a drop in numbers. And that partly is down to the habitats changing, and I say with more interactions with people where they're not able to lay as many nests as they used to. Generally, just be a little more understanding. Try to understand that they were here first. It's their nesting areas we've built on. It's their oceans we fish. Give them a bit of space. Yes, we know they can be frustrating. We know they can be cheeky. Don't walk around with your food, sort of waving it around in your hands, because that's an invitation for them to come down and catch it. All they're trying to do is survive and, to keep themselves fed, build themselves up for breeding season, feed their babies. They're not out to deliberately hurt anybody. They just want to live their lives.